There, now we're rolling. We're about to start the GoPro, guys. We're rocking, man, with our sissy bar on, and I put the backpack on. I did it in a nice style. It's on. It looks pretty good. Yes, it looks pretty decent. I have to admit that. Get over, guys. Like I said, I don't see any people cutting back driving. You know, and the gas is going to just go up higher. As long as they don't stay off the duck shucking road, man, the gas is going to keep on going up. Some motherfucker down here is kicking up dust. Tell you what, whoever the hell is dragging ass up here, they need to get off the road. They need to pull over and get the fuck off the motherfucking road and shit. It's like this all the time around here, guys. You know, around here, man, there ain't many roads, you know. Ain't many roads around here. Little bit of roads there are, they're bumper to bumper, man, because their area is overpopulated and there's no infrastructure. People drive like snails around here, honest to God. I think it was an Indian. Yeah, I don't think I want it. I fidget around on the seat. I fidget around a lot, you know. It always feels like my ass is never centered on the seat. That's what it always feels like with me. She's hard to turn, I can tell you that. If you're not ready for it, it's hard to turn. My body, man, my body's crooked too. My body's almost centered right. Now I filled the tires up to 35. So far it's pretty smooth. 70 is pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth. I will say these bikes with these fat rear tires are hard to turn. Not easy to turn. They are a little harder to turn than your typical motorcycle. Get off down here. I'm gonna get off down here, guys. I'm gonna come back because I got a barbecue, man. It's like 10 after 10 right now in the morning. Friday, 10 after 10 Friday morning. Third. That's neutral. Okay. 6 right now. Yeah, I'm always feeling like I'm not centered on the seat. Goddamn bus up there is fucking me up, man. With the goddamn turbulence. You don't see no state police. Very far and few in between, guys. Ever since all those the police shootings, man, they said there's one right there, but that's one of the provinces way down the road. Ever since like the Floyd murder, man, and all the rest of the killings that the police they're supposed to accidentally done. The police have a mindset now that they're just staying low. They don't give a shit no more. They don't give a crap. They only go out on like high level calls. You know, but like patrolling the roads here for speeders, they don't give a shit. Aggressive driving, they don't give a damn, man. Not around here. Oh no, not around here, daddy. They don't give a crap around here. Looks like we got a storm coming in. Over to the right because I went over to the right a little bit. I should have stayed where I was. Dog for a walk this morning. I got 2 propane tanks. I got a floor squeegee because I'm resurfacing my patio, which I put 1 coat of it down already. I'll have to show you guys. I should have showed you guys the process of doing that. And a lot of people don't know what to do, you know. Now you can resurface concrete. And it doesn't last long. You have to keep on going over it every few years, especially here in the Northeast where you get these winter temperatures where it goes like 20, 25, 35 below zero sometimes. Every few years you have to resurface it again. Now down in Florida you resurface it one time and it's probably good. for years to come. But up here, forget it. We're supposed to get a storm tonight, possibly small hail. So I'm afraid for the Cadillac, man. I got a few small rugs I could put on top of the car. You know, the only thing is I got to tie them down. What I should do is I should put a carport up in the driveway. But I'll tell you what, it has to be one strong ass carport, boy. Because we got some heavy winds up there in my driveway, brother. Okay, we're in 6th now, dropping down to 5th. See, that's all you do, guys. When you want to put this in neutral, you rev it up a little bit, and comes in neutral. Yeah, I wish I could put it in neutral, you know, like any other motorcycle, but I don't know. Maybe if I change the gear oil, you know, the transmission fluid, maybe put a different clutch in here. We'll see. I might redo the clutch this winter because I'm going to keep this. This might be 3 lights to get through this shit. Shit, man, I gotta go for some goddamn fucking cores. I should have bought a case of beer, guys. planting trees. Look at this mess. Man, I hope this ain't dead stopped up here, because they're good for doing that. There's always some kind of a wreck on this road, or there's always something going on this fucking road. You know what you get a lot of here too? A lot of people bogart in the left lane. A lot of people do that, man. All they do is they stay in the left lane, they just cruise in the left lane, boy. They don't give a shit, man, about an ambulance. They don't give a crap about nobody. It's all about them, and that's it. Boy, let me hit that Powerball, guys. Please, man, let me hit the Powerball. There will be hell to pay, I promise you. Oh yeah, there will be hell to pay, boy. See where he was looking? See, you won't have it on the Indian. Because there's a lot of motorcycles that look like the Indian. You know, Kawasaki makes one that's a, what the fuck are we doing here now? Why do I get all these son of bitches? Man, is that fucked. Boy, is that fuck. Can you imagine having this, owning this bike in the fucking driveway? Yeah, Kawasaki makes one that looks just like the Indian. It's like they made it to commemorate the Indian. Has the same kind of fender. It looks just like an Indian, except for probably the transmission's different. You know. But there, you know, man, you can't do to the Indian what you can do to this. And the Indian's not a small bike either. You know, the Indian's 8.5 feet long. This is only half a foot longer than the Indian is. See if our backpack is still on. Yeah, there you go. See, guys? Yeah, if I can put two coffin saddlebags on that, that would look slick as hell. You have to get a zipper put on it. Nice red interior. Okay, guys. Happy 4th of July, by the way. Yeah, but if I can have 2 of those coffin bags for saddlebags, and then if I can put some kind of leather work on the front, man, that would be sick as hell. That would really look slick. So, I'm just testing my pipe, and my pipes aren't loose at all. Nothing's coming loose. My bracket's still on. Everything's cool. So, you guys seen with your own eyes, that tank was full before I went on my ride, okay? You know, I fill the tank up in my garage. I very, very rarely stop at a gas station. You know, so the bike's leaning on its kickstand. I fill it up. There's probably down maybe a quarter of a tank. You know, or not a quarter of a tank, maybe a quarter of a gallon. It's probably down. You know, so there's probably maybe 3.8 gallons in the tank. But anyway, it was filled. And you've seen how it went down a little bit. So I think before I took off, I think there was 5,083 miles on there. So I went about, what, like 25 miles? I forget what it was. It was 5,100 something. You know, so I figure I went about 25 miles, maybe 23 miles. So yeah, that used up a half a gallon of gas, maybe 3/4 gallon of gas. So this on the highway, this probably gets about 17, 18 miles a gallon, you know. And that's bad for a motorcycle, man. You know, that's not good for a motorcycle. Motorcycle usually, they get like 40 to 50 miles of the gallon, maybe 30, 38 worse, you know. It's like the Indian Chieftain I was looking at. I did some research on that, averages like 40 to 45 miles of the gallon. Harley Electric Glide, they average 45 to 50 miles to the gallon. You know, so this is getting like 17, 18 miles a gallon on a duck shucking highway. You know, that's not good. But that's because it's a high compression engine. It's a high compression engine. You know, yeah, it's powerful. You know, you seen I was doing 75. You know, it's no Hayabusa, man. You know, my Hayabusa would cruise literally at 100 miles an hour with no vibration whatsoever. Literally with no vibration whatsoever. But that's the Hayabusa. It's made for that. This isn't. You know, 65 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour, it's comfortable with that. So I just wanted to give you guys a follow-up and show you how much gas it used with, you know, per miles. So yeah, all week I did have planned to go out to Z&M in Greensburg and make the trade for the Indian chieftain, man. And you know, guys, it's not even the money, man. It's just not worth it. You've seen how many people were literally waiting to look at this when this would go by. And it's like that one turn I made down here right before I came to the main drag that I live off of. The guy was literally waiting to see what kind of motorcycle this was. That's what people do with this. You know, you don't get those heads turned on an Indian. Because, like I told you, there's a lot of motorcycles that look like that. Kawasaki makes, or they used to make, a motorcycle that looks just like the Indian Chief. Looks just like it. And except for a few small details, like they have a different looking, but they, you know, from a glance, it looks just like one, you know. If somebody's behind you when you're on the Indian, they're not going to know what kind of motorcycle it is until they pass you and see the name on the side of the vehicle. You know, but you hear this and you look at it from behind and you know that it's not a race burner, period. Case closed. I did message the guy that runs Glory Days. I wanted to bring this in the main place where the motorcycles are for show, and he claims that there's no more room. But I could bring this in the courtyard where the vendors are, and there's a lot of people. It's like a first come first serve thing, you know. And if you want to park your bike in the courtyard, it's a little safer in the courtyard. So I might try to put the bike in there when I go to Glory Days. That's if it doesn't rain. If it rains, guys, I'm not going. I'm sorry. I'm not riding this in the rain. You know, I don't do that. So, all right. Happy 4th of July, mother.